you have a can of WD-40 on the ground and a few nuts and bolts. So you might want to look into that over there. Your shifter's on the wrong side. I don't want to be that guy. I know you're from Australia, and I feel like I want to just fly over to you,
Slightly
Zach,
less ideal.
and help you.
It is.
I see your butt cheeks.
For the wheel. So, let's take a look at my PCs. Yes.
You must have VBH, variable height.
Got the grimace. That's mandatory. Now,
Welcome back to episode 4 of Roasting Your Rigs. I'm your host, Daniel Morad, and one thing I've learned about this series is that nothing bothers me more than shitty cable management. So please, God, let there be good cable management in today's episode. We're going to be looking at 5 rigs from some of the members in our Discord server. Hopefully they inspire you. I know they inspire me. It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to be mean, but it's difficult, despite what the internet says. I'm trying my best. Let's look at the first rig submission for this episode.
Hello, Daniel. I'm also Daniel. Anyways,
Nice to meet you, Daniel.
A little tour of my sand room. Starting with the floor, I got a 6x6 a little piece of kiwi tile there, race inspired.
That's cool.
Here on the wall, I got some raised memorabilia from some of the cars I worked on. The Mazda Team Yo's number 77 was the last car I worked on before I retired. Here's some other cars I worked on for Star Wars.
I wonder what Daniel did.
Anyways, back to the rig. It's a ASR Pro.
ASR Pro. That looks a lot like my rig. Did you get inspired by it?
Sure, you can tell I stole your livery. Sorry about that, but I really like the way you did yours, so kind of copied it. Anyway, so
the seat's
a Sparco circuit. Got some Sparco gloves. Sorry, I haven't bought some of yours yet, but I'm still trying to wear these out before I buy some of yours. I had some left over from back in my racing days, so definitely picking up some of your gloves though as soon as those wear out.
Nice.
Got the GSI steering wheel on a Semi-Cube 2 Pro wheelbase. Here's some of my cable management. This is one of the things that I love about the ASR Pro chassis is you can snake.
That's actually the ASR Pro version 2, which has the integrated cable slot, which I'm going to be upgrading to soon on my rig. Well, at least that's what Advanced Sim Racing has told me.
All the cables through the chassis, so everything's nice and hidden. Over here, I got the e-stop button, and then the wiring for my in-ears and mic. For in-ears, I'm using the KZ in-ear monitors with an Antlion audio mic kit. I really love using in-ears because I don't have to worry about using those big,
Me too.
Ear mugs that, make you all sweaty and stuff.
Exactly.
Anyways, triple monitors, 32-inch curves, MSI monitors. For pedals, I'm running the Fanatec V2 pedals with Sam Magic haptics. This is probably the thing that I'm gonna update.
Yes.
It's gonna be the pedals.
When you have a rig
any
looking like
suggestions,
this,
let me know.
when you have a rig looking like that, I mean, it's good that you've upgraded your base first, because I've always preached to get the base sorted and then build up after you have your strong foundation. So yeah, definitely a different set of pedals would probably give you a little bit more precision when you're braking, but these are not bad actually.
Here's some more cable management here.
I
Just got one loop.
We're off to a good start, ladies and gentlemen. We have somebody who knows how to do cable management. I love this.
Going from the rig up to the PC, and then another loom from the monitor stand to the PC. That way they're separate, so if I need to move the rig out of the way to work on things,
That's exactly how I have
to worry
mine.
about, things getting in the way. For the PC, I got a 5070 Ti graphics card on a Ryzen 7 CPU. Anyways, don't remember much more about the. Oh,
Good enough.
I got to put this cap back on.
Oh, dude, don't
There
forget
you
the
go.
cap. Don't forget the cap.
Anyways.
Don't ever forget the cap.
That's pretty much it, really. I'm from Georgia. I live about 10 minutes from Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
So that's probably my favorite track.
Me too.
Mostly do GT3 racing. I used to do
Roastin.
some GTP, but I'm having a really hard time with a new tire model on iRacing. So if you have any tips on that, let me know. Anyways, appreciate it. Any tips are welcome. And thank you for letting me share my rig. Peace out.
Well, I appreciate you sharing your rig. I think that it's really, really nice, actually. Obviously, I'm going to be biased towards it because it looks similar to mine. But love the cable management. It's pretty clean, straightforward. I think, you asked for tips on upgrades. Definitely the pedals. Obviously, I'm going to always suggest the Active Pedal Pro. I don't like the sound of the USB disconnecting, but we're still rolling. We're still good. Yeah, Active Pedal Pro. I mean, it depends on your budget, of course, but there's only one logical step to go. It's to that next level. In terms of the tire model, now there's a new GT3 tire model, so I'm not sure how you're enjoying that. You mentioned the GTP updated the tire model. I've never really been a huge fan of the GTP cars. I'm always kind of leaning towards LMP2 if I'm going to do prototypes in IMSA. Okay. Yeah, don't really like GTP. But I might give it another shot with all the updates and things like that now. So GT3 is in a really good place. I love the way the GT3 feels. I've been driving it a little bit here and there when I have the time, but yeah, GT3 is in the golden era in my opinion right now. In terms of your rig, beautiful submission, really, really nice stuff. It's actually nice to see somebody paying attention to cable management. I appreciate that. And let's see if submission number 2 is as good as that one. Next up is Zach Perry. So,
Hey guys, I'm Zach. This is my setup tour. So we got a bit of memorabilia here. Lego cars, etc.
nice. I'm
Got a
assuming you're
Ferrari
from
flag.
Australia.
I race mountain bikes. So I got a bunch of race plates, a few posters, got the grimace. That's mandatory. Now,
Mandatory. I would just shit my pants every time I would walk into this room. I'd see that in the corner and just die repeatedly.
I've got a Fanatec wheel and pedals and wheelbase. I've got a GT Extreme rig.
I don't know if you noticed this, buddy, but you have a can of WD-40 on the ground and a few nuts and bolts. So you might want to look into that over there. And there's also a hanger under your chair
With a bit of cushion and just fold that over. I've got Thrustmaster shifter.
Your shifter's on the wrong side. I don't want to be that guy. I know you're from Australia and everything, but the left side of the car is the only place to drive from. So let me know if you agree.
Suboptimal. Got that. It did not come with bolts. And
I know where the bolts are. They're on the floor under your chair. Have you looked there?
one bolt in the pedals, also suboptimal. Moving on to your favorite part, Daniel. The cable management. Look how clean that is.
Oh,
When we
God.
go behind here, slightly less ideal.
I feel like I want to just fly over to you,
Slightly
Zach,
less ideal.
and
indeed.
help you.
In terms of PC, I'm running an i7 6700 and a 1070, I'm pretty sure.
We don't run the side because we want optimal cooling.
Other bits, Got a spring from one of my bikes. Good coil. I've got the smart TV, which I stole from the living room.
He's on the right
I've
channel.
got jersey up there when I need to go for a bathroom break during a pit stop. Too easy. We got cars here.
Oh my
Probably
God.
display that more.
See, this is the peak of your room right here. That is the peak. It doesn't get better than that photo.
Just that when I was born. My first word was car, so I was kind of born for this. Let me see on the diesel.
I bet you still haven't learned the word clean because this is a disaster. It's such a mess. Oh, it hurts. Also, your license is. I think your driver's license is on the desk. Just want to point that out. Yeah, this is giving me anxiety, and I'm not an anxious person, but I thought there was an apple on your desk for a second, but I don't know what that is. It's like, what is that? Hopefully, it's nothing. Okay, I'm gonna move on.
Discord, the Daniel Morad Discord. Make sure you join us if there's anything else I should touch on. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm from
You're doing the
Tasmania,
work for me.
Australia. As you can see,
I can hear.
it's quite sunny. Good weather,
Dude, that's
as per.
so beautiful.
Also, what I play ATC, Assetto Corsa, Race Room, AMS2. I did play iRacing, but it's way too expensive, and I cannot keep up with that.
It does get
PS2.
expensive, but it's
Some
good.
of the F1 games, My Summer Car, Go to the Game, BeamNG.
My summer car. I actually would like to know what my summer car is. Is it just like a driving sim where you just like kind of rip around the roads? Because that would actually be kind of cool. I can teach my wife how to drive because she doesn't have a license. I'm her official designated driver. If you have any cool nicknames for me, like Bernard or James, things like that, you can let me know in the comments what I should be named when I'm driving around. Now I have two people to drive around, our daughter and my wife. So, gonna get a suit, maybe a hat. We'll figure that out.
And a few other games. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure subscribe to Daniel Morad, the best sim racing content the world has ever seen.
Just end the video like that. I love it. Best sim racing content ever. Well, that was awesome. Zach, look for the bolts under your chair. Number 1. Number 2, vacuum a little bit. Hanger on the ground, maybe in the closet. Aside from that, pretty nice. I mean, it's not the equipment, it's what you do with it. The final thing I can leave you with, maybe like a little cable management. Doesn't hurt anybody. So next time no, not even next time. Zach, I'm going to check in with you in 2 weeks now. And I want to see a picture, an update, since you're in our Discord. And if you're not, you can join down below with the joining link. We need to hold you accountable, Zach. You need to show an update. 2 weeks from now, from when this video goes out, I want to see a video or a picture or something in our Discord with like a status update. I want to see like a little vacuuming. I want to see those bolts back into the rig, hanger in the closet. Can you do that for us? Okay, cool. Thanks. We're moving on. Thanks, Zach. Next up is JD. JD actually submitted a few times, but the video wasn't working. So here it is. Here's his 7-minute video, even though it's supposed to be 3 minutes or less. But we'll watch. We'll see. I'm sure it's going to be good.
Hello, Internet. I'm JD. I'm the one that makes awful puns in the server. I apologize for nothing. This is where I sim race now. You couldn't figure this out. I live with this doofus.
Hi.
He's in Mooresville too. It's a good time. I just moved in this week. Hence why cardboard boxes are everywhere.
So let's take a tour of the rig. First of all, we've got here a GT Omega Titan. It is
The cables.
mostly sturdy. Boomer, say nothing. Yeah, things move. Stop it. Stop it. Stop that. Okay, actually, that one does need to be bolted down more. Things might have gotten a little
Hey, you know, I think Zach might have a bolt for you. Just saying. You could probably bolt the pedal plate down.
loose in the move. RS9 seat, slightly worn by my ass. I have fallen asleep in this thing.
I see your butt
as far
cheeks.
as the wheel, we've got a Fanatec DD Pro for the hub, and then I've got a Fanatec Formula One V2.5 steering wheel with LEDs, courtesy of Fanalab.
Oh, so many LEDs.
Currently, my pit limiter is on,
So many LEDs. It's
And
going to
it's
give me a
blinking red and
seizure in a
blue.
second.
and that is my Murky Merc. I love my Murky Merc. The screen for that is a Corsair Xeneon 45-inch flex screen. Currently, it is not flexed, only because it's far away, because my desk is currently on a truck that should arrive next week. Hi.
Can I just say one thing about this? This FOV right here, I'm pretty sure that's a little too wide. I'm not 100% certain, but it's probably going to make you feel like you're going a million miles per hour, but in reality, you're not. When you get the FOV like way too wide like that, then everything starts passing by too fast, and everything's, I don't know, it's out of proportion. So I would say try to close off that FOV just ever so slightly, like maybe to the point where it goes to the middle of your driver's side mirror. I'm sure that's going to make you faster. Okay, just try it. I'm not sure. You said you have more monitors coming, so maybe you have triples or something else, but that's just a little tip for all of you guys out there. If you're too close, you're going to feel like you're going too slow, but you're actually going to be over speeding corners or overcharging. And if you're too wide, it's going to feel like you're going so fast, you're going to wonder, why am I so far off the pace? But I feel like I'm a rocket. So anyway, there you go. You can watch my FOV video, actually. That's a really good one to watch if you want to set up your FOV properly. So there you go.
Hi, I'm JD from the video you were just watching. Well, as
With a beer.
Daniel has been taking his time in these, it gave me time to actually move in.
Oh,
So the truck came, brought all my stuff. So let's take a look-see. As Boomer's video informed me, we were only supposed to do 3 minutes. I kind of disregarded that.
no
As
shit.
Boomer is currently in Detroit, busy getting shot, stabbed, or shot and stabbed, I am without a cameraman. So 3 minutes... I'm still gonna disregard that. Sorry, Dan.
Just takes his time to sip the beer.
Yeah. Yes. I stole Boomer's
Oh,
little
boy.
Roxy. She's cool.
I'm
She has
afraid.
fun. Ah.
Roxy's sizing you up
Boomer
because
is
she's
away,
going
but
to eat
he
you
will
one
play.
day.
Actually, I do this all the time. So, let's take a look at my PCs. Yes, plural.
Another one?
Fun PC I built myself. It has an i9-10900K, a EVGA 3080 Ti XC3, 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM at 3600 megahertz, and
Solid.
all in all, when it has my backup there, that little poof buddy there is sitting on with a very nice mustache, emulating that fella. It has around 21 terabytes worth of storage and more fans than I know what to do with. This is WorkPC. WorkPC is built by Puget Systems, a phenomenal system integrator, and it has an i7-11700K and a EVGA 3080 XC3 and 32 gigs of RAM. And the only things that I've updated on it is I did add a little bit more storage to it, and what my headphones are currently sitting on is my ball fan that is actually hardwired. Yes, I have it open here, and it goes all the way in there. That is a Noctua fan. Extra one from when I built my coworker's PC. And a little, what is this thing? Thingy.
His
that
brain
directs
stopped
the air.
working.
I know how words work. Shut up. And
I do not. That's why I'm not helping.
anchored here with some pins,
USB.
and it sort of rocks back and forth, so that way I can angle it at the right ballage height. Actually, currently it just sits sideways and points at me.
Depends
and
on
keeps me cool.
the
And it's
ambient
all
temperature,
powered by
of course.
fan control, because I have fan control on this PC, which is awesome. Now, as you can see,
You have a-
cable management is still a...
You must have VBH. Let me know if you can fill in the blanks of what... Well, I'll give you an idea. Variable height. VBH. That's why he has the adjustment. Smart.
Still a travesty.
My
Roast me on it. I have snake. I don't care. I'm also drunk, because as you see, I've now had 2 beers. Oh boy. I have also installed my flight sim stuff. So I've got my throttle over here sitting on top of my computer. I have my stick, which
Wait, are you sure it's on your computer or is it just on the wires right now?
full motion and everything. It is nice. And yes, I do use my fun PC as my mouse table and for my cups.
Fair enough.
So that's the whole setup so far. Pretty good stuff.
So where's the other 2 minutes?
Look, my Mercedes.
I guess
Look
we're
at it
gonna find
go.
out.
And a random little noodle. Also, I forgot. I also bought Circle Wheel for circle track shenanigans. Yay! Which basically has a Fanatec hub to it, and I found a wheel online. It's nice.
So, Boomer, what were the questions that I was so conveniently reminded of after we pressed stop on the recording?
Oh, Boomer's back.
What would you like to upgrade next?
So, not exclusively for sim racing, I do plan on doing a massive overhaul on that PC. So what I basically am going to do is upgrade
cup holder?
to the most current CPU that I can get my hands on. I don't know if I'm going to go Intel or AMD. I've got to check with some other software that I use as well, because I don't just do sim racing and gaming and stuff on that PC. I also use it professionally. I do rendering, 3D animation, as well as CAD work and other things. So I've got to make sure those are all compatible.
He makes digital chickens.
I do, but I also make digital cubic robots, which are awesome. But what I want to do is whatever the 6090 that comes out, that's probably what I'm going to upgrade the GPU to. And then the CPU I'm going to upgrade to whatever the highest spec that I can. Probably go again for 64 gigs of RAM, because I haven't quite seen the use case for getting up to 128. I just don't need that capacity yet. And then all the hard drives are going to move over. Those things are fine. Yes, I know, I'm still using platter drives. Platter drives are cool. Platter drives are cheap, and platter drives are great for massive amounts of storage. I mean, when I have my portable hard drive connected to it, I have 21 terabytes worth of storage just on that computer alone, which is awesome. And that's how I sim race.
That's how he sim races. Beautiful. I mean, that was well worth the 7 minutes, in my opinion. I mean, the wires are horrendous. You need to sort that out immediately. That's the only bit of information and feedback I'm going to give you is fix your damn wires, JD. Fix your wires. Next is Chris. He's from Chicago. Been sim racing since 1999. Did NASCAR racing and got into iRacing 2008. Got out for a long time, and he said he just got back in 2 years ago. So let's take a look at his rig submission.
What's up, guys? My name's Chris, and welcome to my race car bed shop. Fell asleep in the thing a few times, so it's a race car bed. Got some artwork going, trying to work on the room overall. But let's get into the main reason we're here. Running a MSI PC, 4060 needs to probably be the next thing to get upgraded. I believe it's an i7 149.
Yeah, that 4060,
It'd be a
it's okay, but
700K or something like that.
it could be better running these triples in 7680 by 1440, I believe. The fourth monitor was actually sitting on the desk for like a year. I figured I would be doing some shooter or Fortnite stuff or whatever. But I
Fortnite.
feel like if I'm sitting in this room, I'm sitting right here. Because this is
Sleeping right there.
really the only thing that I want to do when I get home. So quadruple, LG 32-inch flat monitors that were, I think they were mismarked at Walmart for $175 each. So I bought four of them.
That's a steal.
And then I went to Micro Center. I was going to buy a tube type triple stand, but I came across this one. Tony Kanaan branded profile rig, 4080, I believe it is. I added a couple things from Amazon to kind of reinforce. And I do want to add another plate here to kind of help with the twisting action of the weight from the monitors.
I don't know if you've done it correctly, or is that just the way the Tony Kanaan mount is? Because that doesn't seem right to me for like the twisting. Normally, you'd want the load support to go forward into it, and those legs would typically go vertical. I'm not 100% sure how that works. Maybe there's instructions, but for me, that doesn't seem right. And if that's the way it comes, it needs a redesign, especially on the cross beam. That's interesting, I guess. Not sure if that's the way it's supposed to go.
But I've done all this stuff myself. It's got a Logitech surround system. Old, very old, super old. I think that thing's probably like 15 years old and it still works great. Maybe 20.
It's not broken. You don't need to change it.
I got this. Basically, all this stuff, except for the monitor stand and the monitors, was from Facebook Marketplace. I bought this chassis, Facebook Marketplace. I believe it's a Next Level RGT, I think. That, the price was right. So I picked this up. Had a few problems with the seat recliner breaking the seat bottom frame. So a couple weeks ago, that was all apart, welded a bunch of reinforcements in there. So now I think it's going to last for a while. It's like the recliner is tweaking up on the bottom stand, and it's Chinesium, or it could be my massive thighs and calves pushing that.
I think it's just your massive thighs and calves pushing on the pedals. Like that's what it seems like to me.
Load cell brake pedal.
On the seat.
Same thing with the wheelbase and all these wheels I got. They were all from Facebook Marketplace. I bought the CSL DD 8 Newton meters, I believe it is.
You get the boost
came with the V2.5X, which is a beautiful wheel, but it's a little narrow. So I went looking for this wheel.
That's one of the first wheels I purchased for. Well, I had a Fanatec V2 base initially, like the Club Sport V2, and I got the McLaren wheel. I did the upgraded paddles from Sim Racing Machine, I think it's called, where like I opened the wheel, resoldered it because the shifters break so easy. I think this is like the V2 now of that, so it's probably a little bit better, I'm assuming. But really cool wheel. I like the fact that it was wide. The Fanatec normal like Formula wheels are a bit too narrow for my taste.
Which I absolutely love the size and shape, but this button, I don't know why it's on this. It should be on this side. It's on this side, and both these other wheels have that switch on the right side. Very strange. Got this round wheel for NASCAR off-road truck rally stuff because you cannot drive a rally car with that wheel. Also, I got the
but it's not good.
Shifter and handbrake from Facebook Marketplace. Price was right, had to grab it. I got this cheapo Amazon button box that has been super reliable. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this thing has been so good. I just, program it for start buttons and also like an Alt K so I can move my stuff around on the screen if I need to. FOV, brake bias and ABS or traction control, whatever you want to set it up. If like this wheel doesn't have those knobs, so you'd use these down here. Just my old PC with the mouse pad. I'm eventually going to put a cup holder down here.
Okay, so your old PC is just a mouse pad? Is that all that one is?
Kind of like a cup holder for my beer.
You and JD
I also got the
together.
ROG bezel-free kit with these 3D printed holders, which I don't know where they came from, can't remember. But since it's so bright in the room, they're really standing out. When the room is dark, you don't even see those at all.
Exactly. I had the same.
So,
So good.
yeah, the Stream Deck, I love it. I love the way it looks, but it has been very laggy.
Mine
As you
is
can see, the
laggy
start
too.
button is stuck right now, or the ignition, something is stuck.
The software.
So
is
I'm not really
weird.
sure what to do with that. Sometimes if I restart the PC, it comes back and works fine. And it's very easy to pull this chassis out. I just unplug the brick, the USB plugs there, and this other brick for, I got the cheap.
Notice how I'm like so desensitized to cables now that this actually looks like it's properly cable managed based on what we've seen, except for Daniel's. Daniel's was very good. The very first one was amazing. This is like a 5. I should start giving grades for cable management. Like if Daniel was a 9 out of 10, this is like a 5. JD was like a 1, probably.
Amazon base shakers, 2 of them on here. Ran through SimHub, and then you could roll this thing out really easy if you got to work on it, or get in the back. I could squeeze through here. I wanted to put this in the center of the room so that AC vent would be blowing right on me, but I gotta get rid of this desk first, I guess.
I like your
some
trophies.
of my other stuff. I got some mud racing trophies from the county fair and my Ford Raptor.
Wow.
And then
that's
you
cool.
probably remember this event.
Very, very cool post.
Doing a couple things with the walls.
Indianapolis makes
And
sense, but like I would have thought that you would have Chicago or Road America, since like Road America is probably closest to you. I'm wondering, I mean, you could probably answer in the comments, but and this goes for everyone. Do you guys come to races? Like, do you go to IMSA races? Let me know which ones you're going to.
My in real life helmet, which matches,
I'm always
of course,
open for you
my
to come by
iRacing
and saying
helmet.
hello.
But yeah, sorry about the 6-minute video. A lot to cover. I was trying to do it in 3. Didn't work. Second chance, even. Second try. All right, roast me, bro. See you around.
Oh, I got you. Chris, I mean, I can't even roast you. It's pretty solid. I mean, I'm desensitized based on everyone else with the cables, but aside from that, you've actually done a good job with like what you have there, like re-welding your seat and fixing your bed. I mean, your sim chair. That's cool. From what it sounds like, with not a lot of budget, you were able to find like really good deals, and you built up like a pretty awesome rig. I'd say like you could probably get like a better seat. Well, chassis and seat would be like a great upgrade for you. But what I've noticed in this episode so far is a lot of people are using Fanatec. I'm not sure if that's just because you're finding it on marketplace, like secondhand. But yeah, a lot of the same equipment, which is interesting. I've noticed on other episodes we've had a lot of Simucube in waves. A lot of well, basically it's between Simucube and Fanatec and Moza as well. But dude, I can't even roast you, Chris. Like I want to, but yeah, you've done a good job, dude. Just fix your cables and we're good to go. I mean, I think that's really it. I'm like a one-trick pony. If you have good cables, I'm a sucker for that. Like you could have the messiest floor. You could have literally like Nomad in the very first episode. He had his laundry and Canada Dry underneath, the driver's seat of his RV. But if you have good cable management, I'll let all that other stuff go. So fix up your cables and show me. Show me later. I want to see. All right. Last up is Kishalicious. Kishalicious? Kishalicious. Kishalicious.
All right, my turn to get roasted.
Oh, what
Little
up, Brandon?
types for my daughter.
You can't start your video like this with the little tykes in the corner. I mean, that's just too cute.
Little tykes for my daughter. My rig for dad. Basement, it's kind of outdated, so the walls really bring the setup down. But
It's okay.
I'm usually
Your cables are sorted.
in the dark, so
Looks
little
good to me.
cooler. So, the rig.
The rig.
I don't even know what brand it is or what you would call it, but it's a Chinese Temu or eBay special. I picked
Nice.
it up with the chair and the base used. Lowballed the guy at 150 bucks. But it's actually kind of solid for that money. Like, it's only an
That's pretty
R9,
good.
but there's no flex with the steering wheel. But
Yeah, with this equipment, you won't get flex. There was a cable.
the brake plate has a little flex when you step on it. But I'm gonna work on some shims under there to stop all flex and
Yeah.
see what that does.
Dude, you could like weld some support beams underneath to the backside of the pedals. I remember I had a play seat. You know, like Red Bull play seat, F1 edition. It was cool, but my pedals would keep breaking because there's like no support on the back. There's only the pivot point that like bolts on at the bottom. So like when you push the brake, it just like flexes the whole pedal plate. It's really weird. So I'm assuming that's what this is.
This is a
For a second there, I thought my daughter came to the office. I was like, wait, since when did she start talking? That was so trippy. All right,
this
moving
is for
on.
Daniel. He'll
That's
like
cute.
this. Look at that rat. Woo! Beauty.
Oh, amazing.
I
Look at
actually
the
cleaned this up a little bit. I can make this really nice, but kind of
can.
to slap stuff together. I just moved out here into the bigger space.
Just
Got
tuck
a
it
base
underneath the
shaker
rug or something.
on
Just
the brake
do
pedal plate.
something.
And one on the seat there. I put the seat on rubber gaskets.
Oh yeah.
This is an
Air ride
insulator for an AC,
suspension.
so it doesn't vibrate into the bass. Made my bass shaker way louder, like way more feel, but less loud through the house. Triple 32s, 1440p, 165 hertz, FreeSync, just okay. They're the VN panels. If you know why that's bad, you know why that's bad.
Reflections, right?
R9 with the KS wheel, just picked that up.
Or is I don't know. I have VA panels. I'm pretty sure. Is it because the black contrast or the reflections? Like I'm not really sure. I know I have to personally upgrade. Like if I'm gonna do a rig video, and you guys can look at my other videos I've made on my rig and the room and stuff. You're more than welcome to go back there and roast me if you want, and just like tell me I need to upgrade my screens, or you can pick apart my cable management. It's up to you.
Knockoff fucking shifter, e-brake. Big knockoff guy here, you know, just trying to ball in a budget.
Yeah, buddy.
For my mouse. My keyboard tray is actually a TV mount that I just bolted to the chassis. My pedals, Fanatec CSP Elite V2 load cell. They're all right. They're
That was like a Temu dub.
really good for like a low mid grade, but that'd probably be my next upgrade. My computer with its aftermarket air control flow. I used to have a
Look at
CD-ROM
that.
there, but got rid of that and
that
don't have
cardboard?
the spacer for it anymore.
Is that actually cardboard inside?
3080 Ti, i7 13700K, 64 gigs of RAM, just DDR4, 3600, something like that. Runs most games at around 140, 144. I keep my frame refresh rate lower actually because of these
Solid.
panels. If you go too fast, you get more smearing, I find.
Yeah. Definitely want to try to run the FPS
Like
matching your
OG
hertz,
gaming
your
setup, because this
refresh
is
rate.
where I used to spend most of my time, in a different room, so as a gamer before Sim Racer.
Nice sound panels behind the computer. I'm sure they're really damping the sound in the room behind the computer.
27-inch 1440p
I love
44
how
monitor,
you read my mind.
better panel than those. 2 mega speakers. I used to have them on the ground sitting up, but too loud when you have a daughter.
It's true.
The OG wheel and the ring.
Nice.
So I just want to include my evolution of my racing sim. This is when I first started with the Logitech and I upgraded to the Fanatec pedals. I actually had to bore them down to the concrete and then use that to support my chair. This is where I got the rig and the R9. This is when I moved to VR. And then you can see the speakers, and this was my setup for the longest time.
That's awesome. That's a cool little transition and evolution. I actually like to see that's like a nice little element that would be nice to show if you guys were submitting your videos, like how you started and how it looks right now. That's something that I'm always so curious about, is like what you've upgraded, and I think it would help other people too to know where you started and how you upgraded yours. It's inspiring because not everybody, like I know I started with a coffee table with my Logitech G25 bolted to a coffee table with pedals that were held in by the media unit so that it didn't move away from me when I hit the brakes. Like I would lodge it against the media unit and like hit the brakes, and I had a pillow on my butt and on my back against the couch as my seat. So that's how I started sim racing, and slowly but surely upgraded my setup. So it'd be cool to see on the future videos like of this kind of series if you guys were to show your upgrade path as well. But that's it. That's it for the submissions today. Those were the 5. Hopefully they inspired you. Love seeing all these rig submissions. They're getting longer and longer. My USB is disconnecting a lot, but everything's still working. So we're here. We're good. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can see the next ones. And if you want to submit your own rigs, make sure you join the Discord. Link is down below in the description. You can join the Discord, introduce yourself like a human. If you want to just say hello in the comments down below, you're more than welcome to. But I've asked so many questions throughout this episode that I'm sure there's plenty of interaction that we can have down there. So looking forward to seeing your rig submissions if you guys choose to do so, and we'll speak to you guys in the Discord. See you in the next episode.